5 talking points ahead of Week 16 of Super Rugby. Do you speak Super Rugby? New Zealand Rugby has released a video detailing how to correctly pronounce the names of some Super Rugby players. The clip is hosted by former All Black Piri, Pee-ree, not Perry, Weepu, who says pronouncing names properly is a way of being respectful to different cultures. Among those featured are Crusaders prop Michael Alaalatoa, Alla-alla-taw-ah, Blues flanker Dalton Papali'i, and Chiefs flanker Pita. There are some names certain to trip up unsuspecting television commentators, such as Hurricanes back Wes Goosen, whose surname is pronounced hoisin like the Chinese sauce, and Chiefs assistant coach Tabby Motson, whose first name is pronounced Tumbai, with a silent M. Chiefs halfback Te Toro Tahurio-Rangi, recently referred to as Triple T by All Blacks coach Steve Hansen, was given a separate video to spell out his tongue twister Teh Toiro Tahurio-Rangi. Highlanders prime big guns. The Highlanders have recalled their big names as they started a late-season push for the playoffs with an impressive 30-14 win over the Hurricanes in Dunedin on Friday. They did so without flanker Liam Squire for 10 minutes as he was binned for a questionable dangerous tackle. The Highlanders named 10 current or past All Blacks in their lineup, including Ben Smith, Aaron Smith and Luke Whitelock, who were all rested for last week's patchy win over Queensland Reds. Flanker Liam Squire also returned from a broken thumb. Assistant coach Mark Hammett said that after 5 weeks on the road the side were excited to be back home, where they have won 11 games in succession. "We want to give a huge push towards making the playoffs this week before we hit the June break," he said. "The players are really looking forward to being back under the roof in front of a vocal home crowd." Chiefs fortress faces Crusaders test. The Chiefs also take an 11-match home winning streak into their clash with Crusaders on Saturday, although their recent form against the reigning champions has not been convincing. The Chiefs have lost their past 3 meetings with the Crusaders, including 45-23 toweling in February. The visitors are also on a high after overcoming numerous injuries to beat the Hurricanes last week and give themselves a 5-point lead at the top of the table. Crusaders coach Scott Robertson said there was no room for complacency as he looks to take his team into the test break in a commanding position. "The Chiefs have an extremely good scrum," Robertson said. "Given their injuries, they have done a great job with the players that have come in for them, as have we, so it will be a great battle." TAH is on notice over body language. Waratahs forward Michael Wells says strong body language is a big priority for the NSW Waratahs against fierce rivals Queensland and Brisbane on Saturday. Wells says Waratahs skipper Michael Hooper and forwards coach Simon Cron called out players in the post-match review for showing signs of weariness in last week's fading loss to the Chiefs. In reviews, it is a pretty sobering moment when blokes see Cron pull up clips and they're on the haunches and sucking in the deep ones. "It's something we are going to work on, the body language," Wells said. "If your life is on the line, which is how we should be playing, we have to make the effort. We have rectified that. A few blokes have been put on notice and we will be better this week." Brumbies standoff with Wallabies coach. The Brumbies are in a standoff with the Wallabies head coach Michael Cheika over his demand to withdraw Test stars David Pocock, Alla-alla-taw-ah and Scott Sio from Sunday's clash against the Japan Sunwolves in Canberra. Cheika made the request amid concerns over the tight 6-day turnaround between the Super Rugby game and next week's opening test with Ireland in Brisbane. But the Brumbies are determined to have their best players available to boost their hopes of attracting 15,000 fans for the Sunwolves game amid worries over declining crowds. The Brumbies have pledged to donate AUD $15,000 $11,350 to charity if they reach their 15,000 Sun Wolves crowd target, with average crowd numbers in the national capital dipping below 8,500 per game this year, putting them in danger of recording their worst average crowd figures in Super Rugby history.